Well, the Santa rally is steam training ahead. All tech stocks are aboard. Welcome to the Daily. My name's Jessica Ramia, market strategist with Mumu. Well, stocks are steam training high. All three of the major averages in the US hit brand new record all-time highs overnight. And it was thanks to the Fed's Jerome Powell saying the US economy is in remarkably good shape. Now, for some, it seems Christmas came early, although it's about 20 days away. Many are celebrating the fact that we've got the Dow Jones soaring above 45,000 points. That's a key milestone that it's risen above for the first time ever in history, while the broader S&P 500 hit its 56 record all-time high this year. Mega tech stocks are soaring ahead. Apple, Amazon, Meta, they all seem to have come alive overnight, hitting brand new record all-time highs. Nvidia also appears to have been somewhat reborn, I guess you could say. Its stock is breaking higher. It's up 8% in 5 days. But importantly, tech enthusiasm was not only ignited after the Fed's commentary, but also because we saw software giant Salesforce shares leapfrog ahead. Their shares charged up 11%. Just bring you the chart now. We can see Salesforce made a very strong move to the upside. So why is that? Well, they delivered far stronger earnings than expected. Plus, they mapped out a record $10 billion strong sales pipeline filled with AI deals. But all in all, in the quarter, their revenue rose 8% to $9.4 billion, and they guided for that $10 billion sale pipeline ahead for the next quarter. Now, what's key here is the AI agent called Agent Force. They actually said that they closed 200 deals in the quarter. They've got thousands in the pipeline. Investment bank overnight Morgan Stanley reiterated the stock as an overweight, while Goldman Sachs raised their price target for Salesforce from $360 to $400, saying that it is the most strategic software application company, or one of the most, in the $1 trillion total addressable market. Obviously, that's in US dollars. We're talking about a US company here. And the company also said it's on path to hit $50 billion in revenue. Just outstanding, considering next quarter is expected to be a $10 billion quarter. In other tech news, we also saw Marvell. They're a chip maker. Their stock extended their strong rally to the upside. Their shares moved up 23% after they issued a stronger than expected quarterly report card and also beefier guidance. But all in all, what do you need to take away from this? Well, the large and bullish moves and tones have powered up the Tech Select Spider ETF, the XLK, to its first record all-time high since July. And let's bring you that chart now. Now, this is an ETF that you can trade, of course, on the stock exchange, indeed with Mumu. This ETF rose about 2% overnight. It's now up 25% this year. Another key takeaway here is if you're not yet in tech and AI, I guess what we learned overnight is the tech AI trade is in its infancy and more momentum is ahead, not just for chips, but software companies as well that are all benefiting from the AI revolution. What else do you need to know right now that is supporting the risk-on rally? Well, bond yields have continued to fall ahead of Friday's US big job report. Gold is also continuing to push on up. That's thanks to the US dollar being steady, while oil is slightly lower ahead of that key OPEC decision, which we touched on yesterday. Meanwhile, in other big news, we saw cryptocurrency trading volume surge to $10 trillion for the first time in history. I guess it's thanks to the very large moves and buying that we've seen in some of the key cryptos of late. Dogecoin is up about 3% in overnight trade. Ether is up 7%, and Bitcoin is back at $98,000. As for Aussie trade, well, the Aussie share market is trading around record all-time high territory. It's up ever so slightly, but we are seeing standout moves in travel and gold. Speaking about travel, Auckland International Airport shares up about 3% earlier, breaking higher after a broker came out saying that they're collecting bids to sell Auckland Council Council's almost 10% major shareholding in the company. Speaking about gold, West African Resources, WGX and RRL, their shares are all trading over 3% higher after gold is moving on up. And speaking about the Santa rally benefiting tech stocks, Zip shares are leading the tech stocks on the ASX higher. And last but not least, keep an eye on investors increasing their positioning in China-facing commodity stocks. South32 and the like are on the rise today. We're seeing buying in, I guess, all stocks exposed to copper, nickel, silver and aluminium because their prices are heading higher. Why? Well, the PBOC is expected to cut interest rates by the year end, and that might stoke up demand. And that's the daily. For more information on stocks mentioned, head to Moomoo.